Hi Sagittarius, this is your love reading for October for signs of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a love reading and it is a general read, therefore it won't resonate with everybody. Feel free to check out your other placements and take what bits that resonate. Okay, we're going to be looking at past energies, current energies, and see what messages we've got for the future. The way I do my readings, just in case you're new to my channel, is that when I'm focusing on love, I have a look if you're connecting with somebody, and if it becomes apparent that you are connecting with them, we go ahead and check out the person's energy that you have been or are connecting with. If not, then we go ahead and do a singles read. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's have a look at what we've got for you. So, past energies for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Could be a water sign that you're connecting with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius like yourself, or Aries. I'm getting heavy water at the moment, but as we go into the reading, we can have a look more to see what signs pop out at us. Okay, so past energies. Definitely been a relationship here, like I said, could have been with a water sign, could have been with a fire sign, any sign for that matter. Definitely a past relationship. I think this has been a relationship with somebody that you've been in a cycle with. When I say that, it could be that you've been on and off with this person, and it's finally kind of come to a head. Now, I am reading past energies, but as I always say, sometimes when I do the current energies, which we'll have a look at in a minute, they can transfer into the current energies depending on how long ago it was that you broke up with this person. But with the Page of Cups here, and especially with the Two of Cups, something tells me that this was, I'm just getting on and off. So I think that you've actually been in a relationship before with this person, and then it's ended, and then you picked it back up, and it's ended, then you've tried again, and it's ended. It's almost like you keep going back to one another for some reason. We've also got the Knight of Wands here in the upright position. You definitely are attracted to this person. It's almost like an addiction. It's like you can't leave each other alone, but it's quite a fiery relationship that you have with one another. It might just be that, I'm going to say it, it's going to my head, it could be a hot, heavy, sexual, passionate relationship that you have. But as well, I get that you might, when I say go through a cycle with this person, it might be that you fall out a lot with this person, and then you get back together and it's all fantastic, it's all brilliant, then you fall out and you break up, then you get back together. That is what I'm getting. So if that resonates, it's definitely a message for you. But I just get that this is not somebody that, when I say get back together, I mean, you might be reading this saying, oh, no, we've never broken up. But it might just be signifying the picture I'm getting in my mind, that you kind of like have a lot of arguments, then you fall out with one another, you might not have spoke for a day, then you pick things back up, that kind of thing. There is definitely been love between you and this person, almost like you're kind of similar, which is why I'm leaning to that there kind of might be a similar sign to you. It might be a Sagittarius, like I said. But with the Two of Cups, it was definitely equal here. You both had strong feelings for one another. You both found each other really attractive. Also with the Page of Cups, and obviously when I say it's in the past energy, it's usually my sign, and how it presents itself to me is kind of a past energy, and the past keep coming back, which is why I say that it could be a cycle that you're repeating with this person, and it could be that you just keep going back to one another. We're going to look at current energies before we throw any clarifiers on and before we ask questions, etc. But I'm going to look at your current energies just to see where we are now. So what the current energy is for my Sagittarius. Current energies for my Sagittarius. Whoops. Right, so there has been some kind of upset here. Maybe you're on that cycle again where you've broken up. Maybe some of you have said, right, that's it this time. This time there is no going back this time. You know, it could be the person that said that to you, you know, I'm done. I'm actually done this time round. Whatever it is, I don't think you're done, because the way that your energy is coming off, it's kind of like this person's hurt you. And if it's something that you know that you repeat, and that, I also get blockage as well. Has this person suddenly gone and blocked you? Ooh, interesting. But it could be that, like I said before, if they've said, I'm done, or I'm engaged, energies can flip, and I could be reading your energy as opposed to theirs, and their energy as opposed to yours. And it could, I just get that the hurt is more on your side. Now, if you were used to this cycle, and if they'd broken up and you think, oh, they'll be back in a few days, then I don't think the Nine of Swords would be here in your current energy, because you'd be used to this person's actions, you'd be used to them coming back around. So something tells me that this is kind of like, at this moment in time, you've both said that it's final, or they've said that it's final, you've said that it's final, and, you know, we've put an end to the back and forth. Because we've got the Nine of Swords in your energy, which is, you know, you're going through it, you're hurting, you know, maybe you're thinking about this at night, maybe you think, have I done the right thing, that kind of thing. But like I said before, though, I also get that there's a blockage. I'm not getting any communication cards at the moment, but the word blockage came up. It could actually mean that it's a blockage in that you're not getting out how you feel. You're not able to express your emotions to this person for some reason. But I actually think it could be physical blockage, in that they might have you blocked on social media, they might have blocked your telephone number. In other words, they feel that they are done with this relationship and you can't get hold of them, to contact them, to express your opinion, to put your side of the story to them. Especially with the Four of Swords here, there's no forward movement at this moment in time for you towards this person. It's like you're being forced to take some time out of this relationship. But I don't think you want to. Nine of Swords here, you don't want to. You want to clear the air with this person. And most of this is what's coming to my head. It's almost like intuition channeled, so go with it. It's quite a direct storyline, as I like to say, so it won't resonate with everybody. It's just what I'm getting. One more for current energies. Oops, I'm going to have to go and pick them up. That wanted to come out with 4, so I'm going to take it. Yeah, you want to speak to this person again over it. It's almost like they're the runner and you're the chaser. You want to speak to this person. You don't want this, no matter how many times you've repeated this cycle, you don't want it to end, is what I'm getting into my mind. I think it's you that is offering, though. You're offering your pentacle. In other words, you might have tried to speak your mind to this person, and either they're not responding, and that's what the blockage is, and you feel frustrated, especially, and you're going over it, what you want to say, or the fact that they physically got you blocked and you are unable to contact them, you are unable to tell them how you feel. Why is all this happening? Why is all this happening? Why is all this happening? What can you tell me? Wow. Okay, I'm going to put that on that side before I go ahead and look at their energy. I also needed to pull that one out as well. Yeah. Again, like I said, with the Ten of Swords, this is a cycle. You could be used to repeating this with this person. They could disappear, they could run, they could come back. But something tells me that this time they had a reason to run. Maybe it was just petty arguments in the past and they always came back to you. You always sorted it out. But this moment in time, I've pulled out the Ten of Swords. I've also pulled out the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. Trying to juggle. Dare I say it? Could somebody have been talking to others, juggling more than you, basically. Or again, vice versa, it could be you that are juggling and they found out and they've ended it because of that, which leaves you still in an emotional mess, basically. What are the current energies for the person my Sagittarius is dealing with, please? Current energies for the person my Sagittarius is dealing with. Yeah, Two of Pentacles again in the upright. Somebody's doing some sneaky juggling here. Don't get a really heavy third party energy though. I don't get that you or the person that you're dealing with is like suddenly found somebody else and left because of that reason, but there is something lingering about somebody else, someone talking to somebody. I have no idea. If it resonates, you tell me. More on this, please. Current energies for the person my Sagittarius is dealing with. Yeah, that is the reason that they've walked away from this, is to do with either you're juggling or they're juggling, or they think you're juggling, you think they're juggling. You know, I'm not putting anybody down as guilty because I you know, you'll know better than me, but there is definitely there's definitely somebody talking to somebody else. Somebody might have been with somebody else. It could, and it's all come out, and that's what's caused the Tower moment. They, I think, are the ones that have walked away from you. They've had enough. They've walked away. They've had the Tower moment. The Tower is in their energy. It's come down again. I could be wrong, but it's just that it seems that the heartache and the hurt and the more heavy energy is on your side. Even though it could have been hurting them, even though they're the ones that have walked away from this. One more, please. Current energies of person my Sagittarius is dealing with, please. Thank you. I wanted to come out in the upright position as well. I still think that they can't let go of the fact that you're really attractive. That's a weird message. It's just the cards. It's almost like you're both so physically attracted to one another that it was more led by looks, this relationship. Some of them might have been thinking about the time she spent together, bedroom, sexual, that kind of stuff. But there is so much passion from both sides. They look back and think, wow, you know, they like, obviously more than liked you, but it's like a heavy passionate energy. That might have been what it was basically the foundations of your relationship, dare I say, based on more than what you had in common. It might have just been that you were drawn to each other physically. We'll look at future energies and see what is going to happen. Future energies for my Sagittarius. Whew. Future energies. Somebody at a distance now from you. Have they moved because of this? Or it's really strange. Again, if that, what cards particularly that read the face then while I was shuffling wanted to come out, they will. But future energies for my Sagittarius. You're not making any moves at this moment in time. I don't think you can. I think this person's got you blocked. Again, you're matching. You've got the Tower card. This might take time to process. I don't see any movement on your part anyway at this moment in time towards them. And I think that's because they've got you blocked. It's almost like you're struggling. Whoops. Yeah. It's almost like you're struggling where to go from here because you want to talk to this person. We've got the Four of Pentacles. You're not letting this relationship go. You want to make a point. You want to talk to them. You want to tell them how you feel. Hermit card. You're doing a lot of work on yourself. You could just be trying to calm down a little bit. Trying to not let emotions take over, trying to process what exactly is happening here, but it does feel like your world at some point is crashing down on you. Crashing down, but at the same time, you still don't want to let go of this person. You definitely don't. The person, though, let's have a look. Future energies. The person my Sagittarius is dealing with. I think they're working on things to keep themselves occupied. They might be, I don't want to say throw themselves into work because I haven't got that, but they could be just like looking at other things to keep their mind occupied. Yeah, we've got the Three of Cups here as well. Three of Cups. Can read that. In several ways, to be honest. Interesting. Especially with the Three of Cups here, because it's usually my sign of either them moving on and talking to others, but I don't think it would be a long-term thing, because usually with the Three of Cups, it's depending on where it is in a reading, I usually interpret it as two things, but in particular with this reading, I get two different storylines. I get that they're either trying to take the mind off you and what possibly, I'm not laying the blame at anyone's door, but maybe what you've done by reaching out and talking to others, but it's something that's short-lived. It's something I'm not getting a heavy energy of them being involved with others yet. It's almost like they're just kind of looking out of boredom because they're not with you, and it's almost like they've got to focus their mind now on other things, on doing other things to try and not think about you, basically. And that's what they're doing. I don't necessarily see themselves throwing them into work or anything like that, but it could be like they're looking at different hobbies, they're looking at everything just to try and not think about what is the situation between the two of you. It can also be my reunion card. Now, I'm going to see the likely outcome between the two of you. So bear that in mind. Some of you, it could just be that they need a little bit of time to get over it, and you might find that you're being unblocked. But yeah, with the Eight of Wands here as well, it's potential communication as well. I think that the person you're dealing with it could be a fire sign like yourself. But it's the fact that, like I said before, they still find you very attractive no matter what you've done and no matter what they've done. Again, they still think about the good times you had. They still think about, oh yeah, and they still look at you in quite a fanciful way. And that, it's almost like once the time has passed, and I can't put a time scale on this, as you know, with tarot, it could be like I'm doing a reading for October. It could play out a little bit later, so please be aware of that. But it might just be that they need a little bit of time, and you might find that going forward, once they've calmed down, they might unblock you. What is the likelihood outcome for these two, please? The likelihood outcome, future outcome. What can you tell me? It's not giving me a very good shuffle. Likely outcome. Oops. Oh. Right, okay. It's in the reverse. Three of Swords. I think if the person was to unblock at this moment in time, it might be that they block you just as quick. It's just that I don't think they've got over it. I don't think you're it's like time's a great healer, time apart they say, don't they, that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It is in the reverse, which means that they're getting over whatever this third party energy was, whether or not you both were dabbling with others, whether or not you were, whether or not they were. But something is kind of niggling at the back of the mind whether or not they can get over it. Whether or not they get over it. It's really a strange picture I'm trying to explain to you. It's almost like they want to let go and they want to open up and come back and talk to you, but in the back of the mind, it's too early, there's too much gone on yet. They need time. Why is the Three of Swords here in reverse? For outcome. What can you tell me, Three of Swords in reverse? For likely outcome. Yeah. It's almost like they're faking, I would say, because the magician's usually my fake it till you make it kind of card. And it's almost like if they did open up and they did come back and talk to you again, I can see, like I said before, there was a 2 scenario. It could be that they're actually talking to others and they just need to get that out of the system, because I don't see that being anything. I think it's a short-lived thing. But for the ones that they do kind of unblock and they do reach out to you to try and put it past, just be aware that this third-party energy is still in the back of the mind. Still in the back of the mind. And they might put on a face that everything's all right, but really, it's still niggling at the back of the mind, and it's still what is, did they not. Again, like I said before, energies can flip, and it could be if you're resonating from a different point of view, as in you're the one that's been hurt, then it is in the back of your mind that this has happened, and it's almost like you're putting on a fake expression when you talk to them, a fake personality, just to try and not mention it, but really it's still you're still playing it over and over again in your mind. I was looking forward to such a positive read for you, Sagittarius, and I'm very sorry about that, but that's what I've got for you. Thank you.